Hey everybody, it's me, Smokey Beardman again. How y'all been? I hope you had a wonderful Halloween. Me, most exciting thing was posting my first episode. Thank you guys for all your support, the likes, even the dislikes. I haven't had any comments, but it happens. I would like to say right now that if you're hearing this, it's raining pretty heavily outside. Can't control the weather. I wish I could. It'd be nice. Yeah. But yeah, I was happy with my first video. I appreciate it, and I see it for what it really could be. But that is not what today's episode is about. Just a bit of reflection. Today's episode is jokes. And yes, jokes. It's something that's been done before, and it's probably something that's going to happen again and again and again and again. People like jokes. People sit around when they have nothing better to do and they're just stuck in one place. They'll tell jokes. Like jail, prison, school, dead end jobs. But today I'd like to share with you some of my favorite jokes. The ones that jump out in my memory the most often. I hope you like them. A little word of warning. I will say this, that most of these are of an adult nature, meaning that these are dirty jokes. Uh, Kids, I would recommend you not listen to this unless you have parental advisory, explicit material, blah, 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 blah. A lot of it's what you make up in your own mind, play on words. I do have one clean joke, and I will start with that one, but the rest, they go downhill from there. So, without any further ado, or gilding the lily, or even lollygagging, although I've never gagged a lolly. So, first joke. Three guys were out playing golf. They come up to a water hazard, just before the first tee. First guy steps up. Moses. He steps up to his ball. He lines it up. Hits it. It goes rolling right into the water hazard. The water splits. Ball rolls on up onto the green. Next person up. Jesus. He hits the ball. And once again, it goes rolling towards the water hazard. His ball rolls towards the water hazard, onto the water hazard, over the top of the water, and onto the green. Most of the way to the tee. Next guy steps up. He hits his ball. It goes flying, lands like a rock into the water. Fish swallows the ball. Then an eagle swoops down and scoops up the fish. Now as the eagle is flying over the green, the fish spits out the ball. Ball falls right into the hole. Moses looks at Jesus and said, "I'm never playing with your dad again." My grandfather told me that joke. It's one of my favorites. Alright, what's the next one? Alright, this is a short one. And it's just simple. What's good on pizza, but not on a chick? Give up? Crust. That one's a little... Alright, let's see. What else do we have here? The lover in the freezer. Oh yes, I love this one. So a man comes home early from work one day. He suspects his wife of cheating. He comes home. He comes running into the house, right to the bedroom. She's sitting on the bed, naked as a jaybird. And he says, "Well, where is he?" "Where's who?" The man you're cheating on me with. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, I'm going to tear this house apart till I find him. Have at it. So, the man pursues to tear the house apart. He checks the closets, he checks the bedrooms, he checks the living room, everywhere, basement, attic. He searches every inch of that house he could think of. And all the stress and running around and everything just got to him. He falls over dead of a heart attack. Well, he's sitting up in heaven at the pearly gates waiting to see St. Peter. And there's this guy sitting next to him. The guy sitting next to him says, well, how'd you die? The husband says, I could have sworn my wife was cheating. I searched all over that house. I tore it apart looking for him. I couldn't find him. How'd you die? How'd I die? You should have checked the freezer. Okay, let's see. Oh, yes. Moral of the story. Now, this one, I learned this one when I was in jail. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, he's been to jail. He's a criminal. No. I was young and I was dumb once. We all were. Not all of us have gone to jail, but we're all young and dumb at one point in our lives. But no, I learned this one in jail, and it's one that stuck with me because it's good. So, one day, Mr. Rabbit is hopping through the woods. And all of a sudden he comes across, Mr. Horse in the quicksand. Mr. Horse says, Mr. Rabbit, go back to the farm and get Mr. Farmer and have him pull me out. Mr. Rabbit goes back to the farm. Looks all over, can't find Mr. Farmer anywhere. So, he goes to the barn. He grabs some rope, hops in the farmer's Mercedes, and drives out and pulls Mr. Horse out. A couple weeks go by, and Mr. Horse, this time, is clip-clopping through the woods. He comes across the quicksand pit, and Mr. Rabbit's stuck in the quicksand. Mr. Rabbit says, Mr. Horse, please go back to the farm, get Mr. Farmer's Mercedes, and pull me out. Mr. Horse says, screw that. Puts his hooves on either side of the quicksand pit, leans his pecker down, and pulls Mr. Rabbit out. Moral of the story is, if you're hung like a horse, you don't need a Mercedes. All right. Now these next two are ones you can burn your friends with. Ones you want to put on the spot. Ones you want to poke fun at. And they are some of my favorites. I've been caught in this, these two jokes before, and it's funny. The first one, and it usually goes, you, another person, and sometimes, if you want, another person. But you have the one person in mind that you are targeting. For this one, let's say me, Dave, and Billy. So me and Dave and Billy, we all die. We're in hell. The devil's giving us a tour of hell. And we come across this long, long hallway. And it's full of clocks. We ask, Satan, what's with all the clocks in this hallway? Satan says, well, these clocks keep track of how often we masturbate. You masturbate. Like, oh. So we're walking down the hallway, find my clock. We find Dave's clock. But we're looking and we're looking. We can't find Billy's clock anywhere. So I say, Satan, where's Billy's clock? Oh, I've been keeping that one in my office. I've been using it as a fan. And of course, we all know who the butt of the joke was supposed to be on that one. Billy. The next joke, we're going to do the same way. Me, Dave, Billy. Oh, no, wait. That's right. Not that. We're going to do it this way. Much better. So, 3 midgets. That's the one. 3 midgets. They're all sitting around one day, and they're conversating, talking about, Guinness Book of World Records. And they're talking about, well, you know what? I think we could get in there. First one says, Well, I think I got the smallest hands. Compare. And you got the smallest hands of the three of us. Second one steps up. Well, I think I got the smallest feet. So they all compare. Yeah, yeah. Of the three of us, at least, you got the smallest feet. Third one steps up. Well, I got the smallest pecker of all time. The other two, like, we're just going to take your word for that. So they all go to Guinness's, and they all go in. The first one goes in with the smallest hands. And he comes back out. They thank him, send him on his way. The second one goes in. And you'll measure him, send him back out on his way. They each carrying certificates. Yeah, you got the smallest hands. Yeah, you got the smallest feet. The third one goes in with the smallest pecker, and then he comes back out, but he's not carrying a certificate. He's just carrying a little piece of paper. And the other two are like, they didn't give you a certificate? No. What's on that piece of paper there? He opens up the piece of paper and starts to read it. We are sad to inform you, but the person with the smallest pecker is Billy. Yeah, I got caught with that before. I let it roll on until I ended up being the butt of the joke. That's a good joke to get your friends with. You want to razz them and give them a hard time. All right, finally, probably my favorite joke and probably the longest joke I tell. The fly drops 6 inches. Here we go. So there's this fly flying above the water, 6 inches above the water. Well, there's this fish watching this fly. And the fish thinks, that fly dropped 6 inches. I can jump up and grab the fly and have me a meal. Whereas this bear watching the fish watch the fly. And the bear's thinking, that fly dropped 6 inches. That fish will jump up and grab that fly. I can jump out and grab that fish and have me a meal. Well, there's this hunter watching the bear watch the fish watch the fly. That hunter's sitting there thinking, that fly drops 6 inches. That fish will jump up and grab that fly. That bear will jump out and grab that fish. I can shoot that bear and have me a meal. Well, there's a mouse watching the cheese sandwich in the back pocket of the hunter. Watch the bear, watch the fish, watch the fly. That mouse is thinking, that fly drops 6 inches. That fish will jump up and grab that fly. That bear will jump out and grab that fish. When a hunter shoots that bear, he'll drop that sandwich. I can jump out and get that sandwich and have me a meal. Well, there's this cat watching the mouse, watch the hunter, watch the bear, watch the fish, watch the fly. And that cat's thinking, that fly drops 6 inches. That fish will jump up and grab that fly. That bear will jump out and grab that fish. Well, then that hunter will shoot the bear and drop that sandwich. And when that sandwich drops, that mouse will jump out there and grab that sandwich. Well, I'll jump out there and grab that mouse, have me a meal. Well, it all happens. Fly drops 6 inches. Fish jumps up and grabs the fly. Bear jumps out and grabs the fish. Hunter shoots the bear, drops the cheese sandwich. The mouse jumps out and grabs the sandwich. The cat lunges, overshoots, lands in the water. The moral of that story, ladies and gentlemen, fly drops 6 inches, pussy's getting wet. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I did say these were going to be adult in nature and not exactly appropriate for younger viewers. But those are some of my favorite jokes. I had a couple more that I was going to tell, but depending on who's watching this, I didn't want to overly offend people because they are a little dark and gritty. But I do hope that you enjoyed the jokes I have told you, and I want to say thank you for giving me your time. Now, I would like to ask everybody if you could, please like, subscribe, and share my videos. Because we're all in this together, you know. If we don't help each other out, then we're alone in the world. So please, help Smokey Beardman out. Like, subscribe, and share. Spread the word. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, keep your beard clean. Good night, everybody.